Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lina Nurhalimatussya'diah, and in this video, I want to explain about learner's characteristic and how the children learn to fulfill the assignment of the TEYL course. So, teaching English to young learner is designed to introduce to the theory and practice teaching English as a foreign language to the learners between 7 to 11 to 12 years old. Through engaging some practical activities, the teacher will explore approach to teaching English to children that are not only effective but also fun and engaging. The teacher will learn some techniques for teaching new vocabulary or grammar that encourage students to participation. So there is a few of some characteristics in young learners, but here I just want to explain some of them. There is 7 characteristics of young learner. The first one is young learner is active learners. So they love to move around, to move a lot. So the classroom should be colorful and have enough space for children to be able to move around. And I think the teacher can prepare some games that include body movement or in full body stance. So the teacher can use the TPR or total physical response that combines language learning with physical movement based on the command. The number 2 is they get bored quickly. They will get bored quickly if the activities are not interesting to them, because young learners have a short span attention to focus after 10 minutes. So if it will be good if the activities should be no longer than 10 minutes. And if the activity are the same, that repeatedly the same, they will easily get bored. For example, maybe the teacher can play short fun game while learning in the class. Number 3 is young learners are always curious about new things. Their characters are always enthusiastic and like to discover new things. The teacher can provide games that make them motivated to learn, or using realia as the materials. Number 4 is young learners are imaginative, because around that age, the young learners are very imaginative and they're very creative. So the activities can be in the form of making something, drawing, playing, so they will feel more enjoy. Number 5 is young learners is more egocentric. They like to talk about themselves a lot, and they tend to be they always individually need more attention from the teacher, like being praised or being like to being complimented by the teacher. So I think before the class, the teacher can warming up by asking about their daily activities or something that they really like, and they can talk or share it in the class. Number 6 is young learners like to imitate. Young learners more learn quickly through listening and activities. They surprisingly acquire communication skill through social interaction, and they're learning fast when they imitate the adults. It can be the parents, the teacher, or other people in their society. And in the class, teacher can pay more attention to choosing a good models in language and social behavior. For example, if the teacher explain about vocabulary or grammar, the intonation, the explanation, and the pronunciation should be clear and correctly. Number 7 is young learners is talkative. They like to talk about something about themselves or keep asking questions. So the teacher can try out the storytelling technique, as the student can get motivation to share a story as an activity of learning, or it can be using a chant to explain about something. A chant is word or phrases that are repeated again and again in a rhythm. Furthermore, how children learn, how they can absorb the information. So to explain this, here are some theories from the expert on how children learn. The first one is Jean Piaget theory. So this theory explains about cognitive development in children, which show that the child's intelligence changes as they grows. This theory focuses on from the early birth to adolescence, which is described in 4 stages of child development. The first one is sensory motor stage. It around 18 to 24 months. The second is pre-operational stage. between 2 until 7 years old. The third is concrete operational stage. It is between 7 to 11 years old. And the fourth is formal or operational stage. It is between 12 years old and above. Piaget believed that we all pass through all these stages, although each stage may be passed at a different age. However, Jean Piaget theory have several issues, such as Piaget did not include the language as the important part of cognitive development. The second one is from Jerome Bruner's theory. Jerome Bruner's theory states that learning is an active process in which learners construct new knowledge based on the knowledge they already have. Bruner's theory of human learning activities is not related to the age or stage of development. It is basically opposite to the Piaget theory. So Bruner's approach is that the acquisition of knowledge is an interactive process or social interaction. Meanwhile, the scaffolding is a method-guided learning that helps students learn by pairing them with an educator. But this educator should have a more experience with the task or process than the student. The young learners didn't have a previous knowledge, so they can be guided, being helped by the teacher to understanding the activity. And the third one is Vygotsky theory. Vygotsky theory or Vygotsky social development states that a child's cognitive development and learning ability can be guided and mediated by their social interaction. His theory states that learning is a very important social process and not an independent journey of discovery. He expanded of this by stating that the child learning will greatly benefit from being guided by more knowledgeable person in society, such as teacher or parents. Also, in Vygotsky theory, there is named the concept of Zone Proximal Development or ZPD. ZPD refers to the ability to perform with the help of more knowledgeable person. So, if the children have a previously knowledge, but when the teacher giving a task to the student and that student didn't have more knowledge about the task, the teacher or the parents can be guided for them as a knowledgeable person. Okay, I think that's enough for me. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.